Levels don't change now. They know if you hold me
What's
again,
this?
because I'm 10 over 10.
What is this?
Levels don't change now. 10 over 10. The only MC with an MSC. Yay! 10 over 10. 10 over
Nice
10.
one.
10
You know
over
what
10.
I'll tell you?
Shikina.
You know what I'll tell you? You know what I'll tell you? Bro?
I told you that I was going to sing this song.
Calm down. You know what I'll
Today.
tell you?
What?
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to which club? Have you ever
Welcome
done
to
10
the
over
club.
10?
Have you ever done 2?
Have you done 10 over
2
10?
wins? I won my bet builder.
Please don't
this
take
weekend.
away my
First time
moment.
is winning. Welcome. I know I've
Welcome
won.
to the club.
Have you
Won.
done 10 over 10 before?
Yes, now.
Which 10 over 10?
Remember
10
last
over 10.
season
10.
now.
Which 10?
10.
It's not 10 now,
you've
but I
not
won't
done 10.
sleep now.
You've not done 10.
Anyway, I'm the first person
Okay.
this season on this set to do 10 out of 10. I said I was going to do it. I was coming close. See, this is why you have to look at underlying numbers. Because my underlying numbers were suggesting that I was going to do this, and now I've done it.
Okay.
First week, 12 over 15, but it was close. Second week, 8 over 10, but it was close. And then finally, 10 over 10. I said last weekend I was going to do it. I'll be rather on Friday that I was going to do it, and I have done it. If you played my game, congratulations. You should send something for the boy.
Since we are bragging about what we've been doing, I'm also the first person here on set to win 2 bet builders in the space of how many weeks. I'm the only person that has done that as well. So if you followed my bet builder tips as well, a big congrats to you. Everybody can talk their shit.
So I mean, everybody,
you won.
I won.
What did you do?
There's somebody here.
What did you do with your
that
weekend?
still can't do 10 over 10.
Tell us what you did with your weekend.
See, it's not an excuse. It's just Las Palmas.
I told you.
It's
your
just
weekend?
that.
Oh, well, it was even your club that disappointed
you.
you.
Need to do better, isn't it? You need to do better. Next time, make sure your tips look as good as you look.
Isn't it scorecard?
Do better.
First week, 5 over 7. Second week,
9 over 10.
9 over 10. Third week,
9
8,
over
8 over 9. You did not do 10.
Okay, yes,
You were afraid to do 10 like
Because
us.
she did over 9.5 in one game.
It's a lie. There is nothing like you have been doing overs, but you've not said anything.
I won my bet builder.
No.
You know, funny enough, when she came with that slip, she was like, hey, I'm doing goal markets over 1.5. She now went to do Real Madrid straight win. If she had done 1.5 safe, would have entered. But anyway, sorry to you. You cannot sit with like us. But thank you. You guys are supposed to clap for me.
I'm not clapping.
Did you
for
clap
what?
for my bet builder?
No,
Clap for yourself, bro.
Clap
Me,
2 times for your
I'm
bet
not
builder.
clapping for you.
Clap for
Isn't it?
yourself.
When
You
I
clap
did
for
it
me.
earlier,
I can't clap for a
when I
Valencia-
did
I can't
it,
clap
I
for
was
a
trying to
Valencia
praise
fan.
you. No.
I can't clap for a
Someone
Valencia
that is not
fan.
used to
You are
winning.
not used to
Okay.
winning. I will not clap
I
for
won
you.
Copa del Rey 2019. 2019, I beat Barcelona.
Anyway, Sha, leave that one. At least
Let's move on.
the hack still gloats over.
Let's move on.
No, I
Let's
don't
move
want to
on.
move on. No.
Let's move on to
I
the
know how I'm
choices
moving on.
behind last week's selections, and it was a very straightforward thing. Like I said, for you guys I don't know, they call me the BBK. You understand?
Yeah.
You know what that means? Bet builder king. Bet builder king. Do am if it easy. You know why bet builder? It seems difficult, but it's not. I mean, it seems easy, but it's not easy because you could get 4 correctly, and then one option will ruin it. So all your options have to harmonize into one. So bet builders are actually not as easy as people think they are. Oh, you say, it's just forwards, but getting forwards from like the same slip with different selections is not easy. For the Manchester City one, I put corners, I put second half goals. When you have someone like Erling Haaland, he has scored in the second half in the first 3 games of the season, so you already know that second half goals will be sure, especially the fact that they were playing a side like West Ham. I figured that West Ham will score, so they want to like increase their lead, stuff like that. And over 9.5 corners was very sure that both sides will do lots of corners, over 0.5 goals second half, and West Ham to not score 2 goals. I felt like West Ham would score, but I didn't think they would be good enough to score 2 goals. So everything combined for forwards, and that leaves me as the BBK. That's why they call me the BBK. Second time now doing this, and I'm going to do another bet builder, this international bet.
10 over 10 BBK. Nice one.
Yes, now
Don't worry, when my own happens.
Tell us about your defeats.
When my own happens.
The rationale behind your defeats.
You see this stage, I'm going to chase you all out.
In fact, we should not even be hearing from someone that lost.
Okay, you should go next.
Just I should go next. We can't be
She'll come after.
So, for my remarkable 10 over 10 Exceptional 10 over 10 sleep.
Okay. Go
First
straight
one I
to
chose
the
was
point.
Stuttgart versus Mainz. And I told you this fixture always produces goals. And we saw goals again. It ended 3-3. And I went with goal or over 2.5. It was already 2-0 in the first like 20 minutes or something. I told you, always look at history, Sha. That's like very important. Then Newcastle versus Spurs. The last 3-4 games between Newcastle and Spurs have produced
Yeah,
goals upon
we said
goals.
that we were very crystal clear about.
So I said,
score.
go or over 2.5.
Yeah.
We saw both of them happen, as usual.
Okay.
Lyon versus Strasbourg, I said this was going to produce goals, but to be safe, I wanted to even go 2.5, but I was like, to be safe, 1.5. It ended 4-3. You know, just like I said, it would be exciting. Lyon's a very exciting team, and they play an open game with their opponents, so goals are always flying in. For Club Brugge versus Kekel Bruges, well, I said Club Brugge would be too much for them. They're way better, but just to be safe, win or draw. And they won 3-0. Then Young Boys versus Lausanne, this one gave me a scare. Because Young Boys are usually, like, typically they're supposed to be better than Lausanne, and they are. But then they got a red card. They got a red card, and it was scary because they were leading 1-0, and then they conceded late on to make it 1-1. But I played win or draw because, again, I said you have to be a bit, careful with this one. And then there was Leicester versus Aston Villa. I said it was going to be 1.5 goals.
Yeah.
Too straightforward.
Okay.
Inter versus Atalanta. Remember I said that Inter were going to be too much for Atalanta. They won the previous game between them 4-0. And they did it again. 4-0. And I knew that was going to happen. But again, in the spirit of being a bit more careful and not taking too many risks, I said win or draw. That happened. Then PSV versus Go Ahead Eagles. This one. I always say
you don't need to brag. You don't need to
PSV
brag
every
about that one,
weekend. Why would I brag?
You don't need to mention that.
I've been calling this since before the season even started at PSV. Then Valencia versus Villarreal. I told you, we don't really know what's going to happen with my team. And we're actually pretty good. But I said corners because I knew there was going to be a lot of go-out action. Villarreal, a very open side. My club at home looking for a win after 3 pointless games. 7.5, easy peasy. Lazio versus Milan. I knew there were going to be goals in that one. But I also said, because of the go-out action, to be safe, I'll go for corners. Over 7.5 corners entered as well. And that made it 10 over 10. Call me the 10 over 10 king.
So we have 2 kings. What's your
10 over 10. TOTK.
Oh, the Duchess without
10
the
over
throne.
Duchess of Nearly. The Nearly Duchess.
The good thing about it is that
Your time will
nearly
come.
would kill a bet Sunday.
Doesn't
Because
work like
I
that,
have
though.
been look at
Unfortunately-
you see
unfortunately,
In
you know
doesn't
wait
work.
now
It
but
doesn't
wait
work. You can't-
I
you
no,
can't
so
have one
allow me to
from
finish
December.
now.
Okay, let's allow you.
Allow
finish.
me to finish.
Sorry.
Okay.
Since the start of the season, you've been seeing how it's been going. It's been going good. Just one. This time again, just one. So you look at the selections that he made. He was supposed to just go straight.
It was
Bayern versus Freiburg. Straight win for Bayern. It entered. Bayern Leverkusen versus RB Leipzig. I went for over 1.5. West Ham versus Manchester City over 1.5. Arsenal Brighton over 1.5. Ipswich versus Fulham over 1.5 because I knew that these teams were going to score. I've looked at how they
just
played.
running over.
Yes, that's what I was using. I thought I was going for the goals market that time. Chelsea,
the one that
Crystal
you
Palace over 1.5. Lille PSG over 1.5. Manchester United Liverpool. The only thing that spoiled it was that I went to use Friday. I think Friday should not be for me.
It was Thursday, sir. This is the
Yes,
second week in a
Thursday.
row that
I've
you
been-
not get
yes.
to Saturday.
Yeah. So it was Las Palmas versus Real Madrid. And I gave Madrid a straight win and it went
Told
bad.
you.
I know that was a big shocker for bookmakers,
It was
for
not
everyone.
shocking
So
at all.
it was shocking that
As
they
Palmas
didn't
are a
get-
good team at home.
I hear
Real Madrid
you.
are not good.
No problem. But we scored. But no problem. I think I'll work on it. It won't be like this anymore.
Next week,
It won't.
2 over 10.
Keep hearing the same stories every time. But anyways,
I promise you
let's move on to lessons learned. Do you know we've been hearing this same line from you? I promise that.
The only person that had lessons to learn.
promise
person that know
our
we
viewers
now.
that next time you give them 10 over 10.
That's
like
the
myself and
promise.
Sarah.
My promise.
BBK delivered 10 over 10 man deliver. You have to deliver next time. That's your promise.
The pressure
That's
is
the
on
promise,
you now.
don't worry.
Anyways, moving on and talking about what we learned from betting across like last game week. What were your biggest lessons?
Well,
general.
considering that I did 10 over 10, it's very hard to, find lessons.
No, we actually did the general one too. That was 214 notes. Actually, just 3 games to be fair.
That was on you.
It's on me. Something we did here.
No, but it's both of you that know
recall.
you.
How is it on me?
I don't recall my 10 over 10.
What? How would you
Look at the
recall?
heart of man. The heart of man is wicked.
Well, the first lesson is that don't bet on straight win at home don't just, like if I had done win or draw, although the odds would have been really
I don't think
bad.
that's a lesson. That's just
I mean, a red card
shocks
happened.
that
Yeah.
happened. I don't think it was.
You
a
can't really
lesson per se.
predict a red card happening like
Me, I'm
that.
still going to stick with Serie C. I would
Avoid
when
it.
we are doing our next.
Which are the other games that
when we are doing
that they enter?
Monaco home or over 2, they played 1-1. Lens, I think they had a late penalty.
It was a last minute goal.
Last minute goal or something. So you see that Serie, nobody can gaslight me. I will replace in our own top 5 league. We will replace Serie with Dutch league. In our own B top 5 leagues, we will replace that. How would Juventus Roma play 0-0?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was shocking.
They're not serious.
Bro, like what are they playing?
They
What are they
couldn't
playing
even score
0-0 for? Even everything was bad in that game, like over 0.5.
The decision making was terrible.
Everything
too.
was just
in attack.
That
like,
Serie A should be even Napoli just at the
the
death of the game. That was when they did it. So
At least they even
I
tried
want
to
to stay
do
away
it.
from. I want to stay away from Serie A for now.
And
personally.
12:30
the
games.
one I've
12
learned. Yeah, 12:30. Important.
12:30 games, Friday games.
Friday games. That's my own lesson.
Because it's very
Friday-
annoying for your sleep
if I'm
to
going
scatter
for
on
weekend-
Scatter
Friday.
on Friday.
Yeah, if I'm going for weekend, the ones I'm
That
giving
would
my
just make you
weekend
lose
tips,
money.
I would not from Saturday.
And
Because
it's
you
against what we
bet.
preach here. Don't chase your losses,
Yeah.
but you'll be tempted.
You'll
to
be
chase-
tempted
Yeah,
to
because
chase
yes,
bet.
it happens
Because
quite early.
with all the games on Saturday,
You say, no, I can't miss
Yeah.
out. So you'll be tempted to rebel.
so just
yeah,
avoid
true.
Friday games.
Psychologically, it's better to just play your games on Saturday. So that
3
that
o'clock.
if you should like,
If it's going through, you are just
it's gone
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
going
with the
That
flow.
makes sense. And I think the biggest thing too, we also learned that we should not be afraid to back goals.
Yeah.
yes.
I
Those
think we
goals
should
are
not be-
flying now.
Goals are flying everywhere, all
Except
across.
in Serie A.
And, so now, just a quick one before we wrap it up. As we are heading into the international break, from a betting perspective, what are you looking out for, and what are you expecting, or what will your strategies be? You can answer anyone you want.
It's the Nations League coming up in Europe.
And Africa,
Lots
give
of
respect
games.
to Africa.
Yeah.
Like he
I
just
started
rush
with
me.
you.
The reason why I'm saying that is because we're talking from a betting angle. I'm
So
going to
African-
be. I'm
African League
less
is very-
inclined
Yeah.
to bet on,
On
the games in the Africans because it's also
unpredictable
qualifiers
nature.
compared to Nations League. As much as it's a competition,
We know
it's
the-
not
yeah.
that
It's not
serious.
as
Players don't
intense.
take it as serious and it's not as intense. But the qualifiers for AFCON
Do or die.
is do or die for a lot of the teams. So
Yeah.
of course that's a bit trickier to bet on. So I'm going to be focusing more on the Nations League. But even for African games, seems like Morocco a bit
Plus
more
Nigeria.
reliable.
Yes.
Who?
Nigeria.
I'm not better in Nigeria. We just hired as stand coaches a few days to the match. We just there's Labadia, Debaku, then there's Eguavon.
Wait, you know, like they allowed
I don't
us
trust Nigeria.
waste mic here.
We did a whole segment
Video on Labadia. What to expect? And only for them. I don't know what happened. They said they didn't agree taxes with him. But anyways, for me,
He
for
wanted
my-
them to pay Nigerian and German taxes.
Which is not
Said
possible.
never.
It's
From my
ridiculous.
international break standpoint, I think I'm going to look closely on handicaps, and surprisingly, I'll go with the under market.
But I think
For African leagues.
handicaps would actually work better for the
For the
African
under.
qualifiers because I think a lot of those games will be close.
A lot of those games will be close, despite what the odds will look like. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be deceived by odds.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow like this team. I know this team they are good. They are a progressive side. They have a good manager. I will back them, even if they will beat them to be maybe a narrow defeat or something. So I'll go with handicaps, and I'm not going to go with too many goals personally. Like, first international break of the season is always very funky
Very
to
tricky.
some
Yeah.
extent. Even some clubs might not want to release some players, blah 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 blah. So
Some
I'll be
players
very
would also
cautious.
be cautious as
I'm
the season is
reducing
starting.
my staking power by 40%.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I
I'm
might
going
not
to go
even
all out.
do anything.
You might choose to just take your own break too, right?
Take a break. It's not every time that you have to bet.
you're like you're on a winning run now, so you can
I can't afford this. People that have not been winning that will be struggling. Trying to finally win.
Regardless, why you are taking a break, me, I'm not taking a break, and definitely betting expert will also not take a break.
Yeah.
Because we'll be here to give you all the latest updates, insight, and analysis as the international break kicks on in midweek. Of course, stay tuned to our channel to get all the latest betting odds, tips, analysis, and all the news you need to get on the go. For myself, the BBK,
10
from
over
Sarah,
10,
the 10 over 10
over
man,
10 over 10,
and from the Duchess,
I will do you
10 over
proud.
10,
and
10
from
over
the
I
10.
Duchess
promise.
that
I will do you
can't
proud.
win yet.
Don't just
Almost
leave
cannot
it.
get bet.
narrow.
We'll see you next time, guys.
It's
And
just
don't forget
one.
to like,
I'll do
share,
you-
subscribe, and give us your comments in the section below. Until we come your way next time, stay cool.
I
10
will make
over
you
10,
proud.
10
Just
over
know that.
10 over 10, 10 over 10.